What's the good word, y'all? Welcome to New York Jets Syndicate channel. It's your boy DKB here. So we've had the news drop. Denzel Mims is expected to be traded or released. Probably won't make it through a week of training camp at this point. And this will open up plenty of opportunities for younger, better positioned players to make an impact on this roster, especially on what we expect to be a championship team. And so, I kind of chatted a bit about the perspective of what it'll mean for the New York Jets, but from Denzel Mims' side of things, I did want to talk about some potential trade destinations here and what that'll look like, right? For all of the reasons that he hasn't worked out with the New York Jets, he still has a lot going for him just from a macro perspective, right? 10,000 foot view of Denzel Mims, you look at a guy like him and you still say, well, he's large. He's fast for his size, and really just fast in general. I don't want to limit it to his size. The man runs a sub 4.4 from what I remember. Great tackle breaking ability. We've seen him drag on tape in the minimal catches we've had. We've seen him drag multiple bodies at a time at certain points for 8 to 10 yards to get a first down. And then you take a look at the situation. You're talking about potentially just a day three pick for a guy that had second round talent at the time that people believed in. And his contract, since he's a rookie, is going to be easy on the cap, a very cap friendly number. I believe just under 2 million for the next team to work with. So realistically, there's a bunch of teams that will go out here and take a chance for him. But some of the ones that have had harsher wide receiver situations that may be looking to add an interesting talent like Denzel Mims to the room, you take a look at the Patriots, you take a look at the Bears, the Texans, the Lions, the Panthers, the Colts. Realistically, you dwindle this list down because I think the New York Jets, you take a look at the AFC, a lot of people understand how stacked it is, not even within just certain divisions, but as a whole, from top to bottom. You're looking at a pretty steep walk to try to get into the playoffs. And so I don't think you want to send him to an AFC team, an AFC team in general, unless you just get a offer that shocks you, like a day two pick or something like that. But generally, you're going to want to push this into the NFC where you won't really have to worry about it, especially if we don't have to play them on our schedule. So I would exclude the Patriots from here, although we have had previous workings under Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh. I would exclude the Texans and I would exclude the Colts, leaving us with teams like the Bears, teams like the Lions, and teams like the Panthers. Now, I've already talked about the selling points in terms of what Denzel Mims is going to offer. As for any of those teams, a day three pick for a chance, and at a guy like Denzel Mims, keep in mind the narrative and the perspective that I get from a lot of Jets fans in general, or just people that have paid attention to Denzel Mims, is that he's too talented to not have worked out for the NFL. And so they point to the New York Jets, the lack of leadership on the offensive side, the lack of a stable quarterback, and just a quarterback in general that's worthy of being in the NFL. They look to his career and say, well, he hasn't been set up for success at any point in time. And so if he goes to any other team, he's most likely going to see some immediate success. And I think there is a bit of truth to that statement. I don't think it's quite as black and white as that, but there's definitely some truth considering his best season was his rookie year under Adam Gase. It was another situation where a lot of people felt the offense was chaotic, a lot of dumb play calling, just a bad situation in general, especially with Adam Gase alienating a lot of people in the coaching personnel room, and then of course certain players as well. You think about the Le'Veon Bell situation, and so you figure what's gone wrong. A lot of people are going to put, let's say 90% of that blame on the New York Jets. Denzel Mims still has a strong stake in what's happened in his career as well, but there's definitely been chances that either have not been given to him or that he hasn't been capable of rising to the occasion to, having food poisoning during one of the off seasons, trying to recover from certain injuries. And then, of course, we know about the playbook struggles. So all in all, I do love the move in terms of him being removed from this New York Jets team. At certain points, you just need to understand where you need to reset at with certain players. But I definitely hope all the best to a guy like Denzel Mims. I want to see him go out and definitely have success with another team. It'll just put the onus on this New York Jets coaching room and staff to make sure that they don't let a situation like that occur again. And so, ideally, I do think, and I've mentioned this quite a bit when it comes to Corey Davis, I think the Lions could definitely be a great destination for Denzel Mims. But I also would kind of be interested to see what pairing him up with the Panthers roster that has their new rookie over there that has some pretty pinpoint accuracy. I know he's a bit undersized and all that, but he's always put his wide receivers in a great position. I would love to see what that looks like for a guy like Denzel Mims. And again, you're going to get him on a cheap contract. If you like what you see in that early year, you can even give him a contract extension that's still going to be contract friendly based on what he's done in the NFL. So unless he blows the doors off and becomes a starter or something for the next team right away and has an amazing season, I think this could be a win-win generally in any situation. I feel like I use that too often. Not necessarily a win-win, but it wouldn't be the worst loss for the New York Jets to try to acquire some capital for a guy that we all feel and know wasn't going to make the team in general. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Which teams do you think he would have a best fit on? And I'll catch you guys again. Peace.